Well, this was graduation day at the Massachusetts Firefighting Academy in Indian Orchard for more than 24 new firefighters, the majority from Western Massachusetts. They represent 13 communities, including Chicopee, Springfield, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, and Ludlow. Deputy Northampton Fire Chief John Garepi, the graduation's guest speaker, told 22 News that firefighting often runs in the family. In his case, an uncle who's in Springfield for 38 years served as a firefighter.
Oh, it was a huge influence on my career. Hearing the stories as a little kid, actually going to the firehouse and visiting him. I always said I got on the fire truck as a teenager and I never got off.
This is the 10th class to complete the 50-day training program at the Springfield complex.
Has been with the department 33 years, 20-year veteran of the Northampton Fire and team leader of the Western Massachusetts Technical Rescue Team. He holds a bachelor's degree from Springfield College in Emergency Medical Systems Management. He's also one of our own, graduate of Class 143, and also our Chief Fire Officer Management Program. Please welcome Deputy Garepi.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. So I will start, before I start my speech, I was told keep it short by everybody, and I'm planning on doing that. So I know you guys want your diplomas. We'll get you out of here, I promise. So I would like to thank the State Fire Marshal Ostrowski, Director Evans, distinguished guests, family and friends, and the graduating class of S111 for giving me this great opportunity to speak at your graduation. I started my career with the Northampton Fire Department back in 2000, graduating from the Mass Firefighting Academy class, 143. I was promoted to the rank of captain in 2007, and I made deputy chief in 2015. I would like to talk about an event that happened in the city of Northampton the night of December 27th, 2009. It's hard for me to believe that actually we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary of this event, and it just seems like it was yesterday to me. I was working as the officer in charge and on a shift. It was a routine night just before 2 a.m. I had an engine company and ambulance crew working a medical call at a nursing care facility. An additional ambulance was dispatched to that same location for a different call. And at the same time, a 911 call came in, reported structure fire in the downtown district. There was one engine available, responding with a captain and 2 firefighters. I responded from the headquarters to show of a video, to an apartment building, 2-story with heavy flames showing. The engine that was working the medical call cleared so it could respond to the structure fire. The first alarm assignment was 2 engines, a command vehicle, a total of 8 firefighter personnel to fight a structure fire with heavy fire showing. Similar, I was told, to your squads here at the academy. While fighting the first structure fire, a second structure fire was reported on an adjacent street. The police department arrived on the scene of the second reported fire and notified me that they had self-extinguished. At the same time, a fire alarm received another call for a third structure fire. I sent an available ambulance crew to investigate the scene. Upon arrival, the crew reported the house was fully involved. 2 people were trapped inside. And I then deployed the incoming mutual aid companies. By the way, Captain Sterling, I believe you were the first to arrive there, and I was so glad to hear your voice on the radio. Thank you. That's not in my speech, but I wanted to give him recognition for that. More calls came in for additional structure fires and numerous vehicle fires. The statistics from that night were 15 fires reported in 75 minutes, 9 vehicles, 4 structures, 2 attempted fires, 2 fire deaths, 28 mutual aid companies from 25 different communities, 2 task force, the opening of the city's emergency operations center, coordinating resources from 25 different fire departments, police departments, DPWs, city politicians, mayor, Mass Department of Fire Services, Mass State Police, Mass Highway, Massachusetts Fire Mobilization Personnel, Northwest District Attorney's Office, and of course the media. So I want to give, I left, I'm sorry, I was giving them a plug. For my first day as a recruit of number 67 to my Chief Fire Officer Training Program, the Massachusetts Firefighter Training Academy has helped to shape me into the firefighter I am today. Skills learned and practices from basic hose drills to communications and command and control of an incident helped me and my colleagues in Northampton handle what seemed to be an unimaginable situation. Training is important and should become habit during your fire service career. There is a quote from a famous American I relate to every day. In times of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing you can do is the wrong thing, but the worst thing you can do is nothing. That's from Teddy Roosevelt. I look back at my recruit training here at the Massachusetts firefighting class as a member of Class 143, and I can still hear the words of my instructors. Here's some of the words that have been burned in my brain during my academy training and still used on a daily basis. Never get off the apparatus without a tool in your hand. Stay low. Even the best bunker gear will not protect you if you stand up in a fire. Train and act as if motorists are blind and want to hurt you on the highway. When you're told to open a roof, make sure it's big enough to drive a small car through it. Make sure your wire cutters or knife are in a coat pocket where you can get at them when you're geared up. And most important, underutilized piece of equipment at an emergency scene is your brain. I'd like to add to this list based on my own personal experience. I know now the Fire Academy now teaches you about long-term dangers of being a firefighter. Your health is very important to you and those who care about you. The advice you have received about washing your gear, showering after a fire, not getting back into the apparatus with contaminated gear is some of the best long-term you can receive. Even with all the advances in breathing apparatus and firefighter bunker gear, we are still at a higher risk than the general population for getting cancer. The days of dirty bunker gear and a dirty helmet as a badge of honor are over. It's now a badge of ignorance. The calling of the fire service is a marathon, not a sprint. I know some of the instructors here have changed and some are still here since my academy classes, but the advice they have given me will never be forgotten. Remember these foundations in your career and where it will take you. No matter what you go, from firefighter to chief or anywhere in between, it will keep you safe. Today, the word professionalism is often used to describe career firefighters. Firefighters need to know that professionalism is an attitude, not a paycheck. How you act and behave in front of those that require the service of the fire department demonstrates what kind of firefighter you are. Take the challenge of continuing your training. Take the challenge of working as a team, keeping each other safe. Take what you have learned here at the academy and make a difference with it. Thank you, and stay safe out there.